Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Re-Wacktions, where I tell you some spoiler-free reaction to some things that I either watched or did or whatever. But mostly it's usually movies. So this time the Re-Wacktion is about Hellfest and the movie Good Boys. I guess since I said Hellfest first, I'll go ahead and talk about Hellfest first. This movie is okay. It's a little bit of a Halloween not Halloween the movie, but it would be a good one to like watch around Halloween time, season. It's not like the movie Halloween. It's about some young people that go to a park, a horror themed, spooky haunted park kind of place. There's this super ultra scary thing that they got to get to, and they got to like sign a waiver saying that it's okay for monsters to come out and grab them and stuff like that. There's obviously people that are, just working at the park and trying to scare them, but there is one person or possibly multiple people that are actually killing people, and it's not fake, it is real. But they don't know who's who, they don't know what's going on. People are getting taken out one by one. They're questioning, like who's who and what's what. But it's fine. Honestly, the Hellfest, I didn't think it was great. I thought it was okay. It serves its purpose. It's pretty creepy. I thought the acting was decent, and the effects were pretty good. There's not a whole lot to say about it. It's fine. You could watch it. It's R. There's a few really gory moments, but I didn't feel like it went super over the top, but it's got some gross stuff in it. So that's it. That's a mild recommendation for Hellfest. It was okay. And now I want to talk about Good Boys for a minute. Now, Good Boys is a story of some young kids that are foul-mouthed little bastards, but they're also kind of adorable and innocent in a certain way. I was actually avoiding this movie because of the child actors. I knew what it was going to be, basically. Like, little kids but they're bad little good boys, and they're gonna be foul-mouthed and talking about bad. They're gonna be talking about vaginas and assholes and dicks. And it is a lot of that. But it is surprisingly hilarious. I was really I was laughing really hard watching that movie. I feel like the editing is a little bit choppy sometimes, and the acting isn't that great because they're kids. They're kid actors. You can't expect too much from them, and which is also probably why the editing was a little crazy. Hard to get lines out of kids sometimes. But they weren't that bad, and when they were acting good, they were good. But it's the writing, it's the joke writing that was so funny, and just man, it had me laughing so hard at many different times. Just me by myself watching the movie, laughing out loud, right here, just cackling. And when the movie was over, for a solid like couple of minutes afterwards, I was still laughing just thinking about what happened. I think Seth Rogen wrote it or directed or had some part to do with it, and I think this is funnier than some of his other movies. It's basically Superbad, but with younger children. I honestly think this one, it might not be considered as much of like a cult classic, throughout time as Superbad was, but I think this is a funnier movie for some reason. There's something about it. The writing and the jokes were. Maybe it's because it was being delivered by these little kids. Something about it was really, really good and really, really funny. And I liked it a lot. I don't have much bad to say about it. Everything looked good. Acting and, I already mentioned the acting and the editing and whatever. Costume design and set design and stuff. It all felt very real. There was no reason to question any, them being on a set. Everything looked like it was reality. I don't think the way that they talked came across as the way like I would think a few little kids would talk, but I might be wrong. There's probably some kids that would talk like that, but there's certain things that I don't think that they would say. But whatever, it makes for a fine comedy if you're okay with super dirty humor coming out of children's mouths. And in the end, it's about a group of friends that is growing up, and they don't know if they're going to be best friends in the future, but as they grow apart, they can still keep in touch. It's about friendship and growing up. It's basically what it's about, and I recommend it pretty highly if you're okay with some with some dirty, raunchy humor. It's very, very funny. So that's a pretty good recommendation from me. I've already watched it twice within like the last couple weeks because I there were so many moments. It's very quotable. There's lots of things, and if you have somebody else that has seen it, it's fun to talk about. Be like, remember when they did that? Like, oh my god, yeah, that was hilarious. So anyway, that's yeah, that was my my reactions to Hellfest and Good Boys. Thanks for watching. I've got another Spoiling Movies review, one of the longer form, fully edited and animated reviews coming. I'm not going to tell you what it is about just yet, but that'll be coming pretty soon. And it's goofy. It's already recorded, and I can tell you it's goofy, so you can look forward to that. I'll talk to you all later. Have a good night.